Welcome everyone. Today we are diving into attitudes in organizational behavior, drawing insights from Robbins and Judge, 15th edition. So let's start with the basics. So what exactly is an attitude in the workplace? And components of attitudes and the major job attitudes. So those are the focus areas for our study because these questions are based from the past papers. Right. The first one, an attitude. What is exactly is an attitude in the workplace? So an attitude in essence is an evaluate statement or judgment concerning object, people or events. So here the keywords are evaluate statement or judgment. Evaluate statement or judgment concerning object, people or event. Evaluate statement or judgment concerning object, people or events. So that is an attitude. So it's a fusion of cognitive, affective and behavioral components. The cognitive segments involve opinions or beliefs. The affective comprise emotions or feelings, while the behavioral segment entails intentions towards someone or something. Right? So we discussed what is the attitude. The definition of the attitude is an evaluate statement or judgment concerning object, people or events. So then the next one we need to discuss the components of an attitudes. So the cognitive segment, affective segment and the behavioral segment. The cognitive segment involves opinion or beliefs. It's something like thought process, opinions and beliefs, psychological aspect. The affective comprise emotions or feelings based on our opinions and beliefs. While the behavioral segment entails intention towards someone or something based on the cognitive segment and the affective segment. Right? So these are the three segments, three components: cognitive, affective and the behavioral. Right. Interesting. Could you elaborate on Festinger's theory of cognitive dissonance and its relevance in the organizational behavior? So, Festinger's theory suggests that when attitudes and behaviors are inconsistent, it creates a state of cognitive dissonance, leading individuals to experience discomfort. To alleviate this discomfort, people tend to modify their thoughts or actions to align them, striving for consistency. So, in simple terms, we have our own feelings or all emotions and all behavioral patterns, right? Sometimes there may be some conflict between the the actual emotions and the feelings and what is expected in the organization. So there's a conflict in situation, so it experience discomfort, right? So that is the cognitive dissonance. To elevate this discomfort, people tend to modify their thoughts or actions to align them, striving for the consistency. Right? So fascinating. So next moving to what factors moderate the relationship between attitudes and the behavioral in the workplace. So several factors come into play. The importance of an attitude, correspondence to behavior, accessibility, social pressure, direct experiences significantly influence the relationship between attitudes and the behavior. Accessibility, social pressure, and direct experiences They are significantly influence the relationship between attitudes and behavior. So, can you provide examples to illustrate these moderating variables? There are some moderating variables who decide the interrelation between the dependent and the independent variable, behavior and attitudes. Yeah, certainly. The correspondence to behavior occurs when someone's attitudes align with the actions. For instance, if an individual believes in the importance of exercise and consistently goes to the gym, it showcases alignment between attitude and behavior. Right? So here, attitude is what? Individual believes in the importance of the exercise. So behavior is what? Is consistently going to the gym. Okay? Right. So accessibility refers to how readily an attitudes come to mind. Let's say you always order a particular dish because of your strong positive attitudes toward it. Showcasing how accessibility influence your behavior. You always order a particular dish because of your strong positive attitude towards it. It's showcasing how accessibility influence your behavior. Right. Next one is social pressure. So it can lead to attitude behavior inconsistency. For instance, someone might adopt a fashion trend they don't like due to peer influence. Right? I don't like that fashion, but I tend to do it, right? Because of the peer influence. Okay, social pressure. So direct experiences like having a bad encounter with a product can shape attitudes that influence subsequent behavior regardless of external options. Right? Just think, for example, there's a good courier service, right? Everyone is telling that it's very good one. The reliability is very good. The time on delivery is very good. But you had a bad experience on with it. The last time you got your parcel very late. So that bad encounter with the product can shape attitudes that influence subsequent behavior. So I'm not going to use that kind of courier service again. Though most of the people tell have positive attitudes toward that. Direct experiences. Right? So moving on to the major job attitudes, the next major point for the past papers. So could you highlight some of them and their significance in the workplace? So major job attitudes encompass job satisfaction, then job involvement, psychological empowerment, organizational commitment, perceived organizational support, and employee engagement. Right? There are much more things. Job satisfaction, involvement, psychological empowerment, organizational commitment, pursuit organization support, and employee engagement. So these attitudes significantly impact employee motivation, productivity, and overall organizational performance. Right? So that's insightful. So unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. So thank you for shedding light on attitudes in organization behavior based on the Robbins and Judge's work. Right. Then, subscribe to delve deeper into motivation in next lecture.